She wasn't born in Hollywood, not even close. In the quiet corners of Delaware, a young transgender girl scrolled through TikTok, laughing at memes, lip-syncing for fun, and posting without expectation. No studio, no label, no manager, just raw energy, unapologetic confidence, and a voice that didn't care about the rules. Within a year, that same girl, now known as Cortisa Star, would shake the internet, walk the runway in Paris, and throw the rap world into chaos. Her music? Explosive. Her fashion? Iconic. Her message? Unfiltered. But behind the controversy, the headlines, and the memes, lies a story far deeper than most people know. This is not just about a viral rapper. This is about a voice breaking through every wall. This is Icon Exposed, the rise of Cortisa Star, and it starts now. July 11, 2005. In the small, unassuming state of Delaware, a child was born, one who would one day challenge everything people thought they knew about rap, gender, and fame. Her name was Cortisa Star. Raised in Sussex County alongside her sisters, Cortisa grew up far from the cameras and microphones. There were no agents or spotlights, just a childhood shaped by internet culture, cartoons, and a growing sense that she didn't quite belong in the boxes the world tried to put her in. By the time she was a teenager, she had found her stage, not in a studio, but on TikTok. Under the username @Akali Camera, she began posting meme edits, lip syncs, and chaotic comedy. Nothing serious, at least not yet, but something in her content stood out: the attitude, the timing, the way she seemed to play with identity like a performance piece. She called herself an underground rap princess. At the time, people laughed, but Cortisa wasn't joking. In 2023, she dropped her first real songs: Still a Menace, Get It Down, Holy Grail, rough around the edges, yes, but laced with promise. It wasn't just about music. It was a character. A challenge. A voice demanding to be heard, and people began to listen. What started as a few likes turned into shares. What started as a side hustle began to feel like a revolution. Cortisa Star was no longer just online. She was rising, and the world wasn't ready. February 2024. A single song would flip everything upside down. The title? Fun. It wasn't polished, it wasn't safe, but it was loud, raw, distorted, unapologetically queer, and the internet couldn't look away. With a pounding bass line and lyrics that shocked even the most jaded listeners, Fun didn't ask for permission to go viral, it simply did. TikTok users made remixes. Twitter exploded with reactions. Some hailed Cortisa Star as a fearless icon, others condemned her for crossing lines, especially with one lyric that echoed louder than the beat itself: "He like my body, he know I'm a tranny." Controversial? Absolutely, but for Cortisa, it was a declaration. A dare. A weapon. She wasn't here to be accepted, she was here to shape the industry, and she did it her way. The hate came fast: insults, slurs, transphobic attacks. But Cortisa didn't hide. She fired back, calling out haters as incels, mocking critics, and turning the backlash into momentum. On Twitter, she wrote, "Straight people found out about me and are losing their damn minds." She took every insult, every viral moment, every threat, and turned it into fuel. Cortisa Star wasn't just viral, she was a cultural fault line, splitting public opinion down the middle. Love her or hate her, you couldn't ignore her. Music made her famous, but fashion? Fashion made her unforgettable. March 2025. In a move no one saw coming, Cortisa Star stepped onto the global stage, not with a mic in her hand, but on the runway of Miu Miu at Paris Fashion Week. Draped in high couture, she didn't just walk, she owned the room. The internet that once debated her lyrics was now talking about her look, her aura, her defiance. Critics gasped. Fans celebrated. Fashion blogs scrambled to write her name. In that moment, Cortisa Star wasn't just a rapper, she was a fashion icon, an unexpected bridge between street rebellion and luxury elite, and she knew it. Just weeks later, she dropped a new single called Paris, a glam, distorted homage to her own Runway moment. The track was part of her debut EP, EMO Evil Motion Overload, produced by names like Umu and featuring glitchy beats, bold statements, and layers of sonic chaos. The EP was her boldest expression yet. The sound wasn't clean, the message wasn't subtle, it was Cortisa, louder, prouder, and more herself than ever. With one foot in the underground and the other on the red carpet, she was no longer following the rules, she was rewriting them. With every beat she dropped, the volume of the internet rose. But fame, especially unapologetic fame, comes with a price, and Cortisa Star knew that better than anyone. As her music climbed streams and her face hit runways, the backlash grew louder and uglier. Her lyrics, called offensive, her gender identity, mocked, her success, dismissed as shock value, especially after the line "in fun" sparked fierce debate. "He like my body, he know I'm a tranny." It was raw, in your face, and deeply personal. Some praised her for reclaiming the slur. Others called it dangerous, but Cortisa wasn't here to apologize. She was here to disrupt. Online, she turned criticism into content. She mocked her haters, reposted their tweets, and even thanked them for the free motion. "Incels getting me free motion all weekend is kinda awesome," she posted with a smirk. She wasn't running from the fire, she was dancing in it. And all the while, her fan base kept growing, not despite the controversy, because of it. General Z saw her as a symbol, loud, queer, untouchable. Critics wanted her to calm down. She turned up the volume. For every headline that tried to tear her down, Cortisa replied with music that screamed even louder. In the world of hyperpop, drill, and glitch, she was no longer an outsider. She was the moment. And the haters, they were just part of the chorus. Behind the viral tweets, distorted bass lines, and runway lights, there's still a girl from Delaware. A girl who grew up with sisters, not managers, who moved to Baltimore not for fame, but for freedom. Her real name? The world may never know, but what we do know is this: Cortisa Star is not a manufactured product. She is a product of her own making, self-produced, self-directed, self-defined. In a music industry obsessed with polish, she chose distortion. In a culture obsessed with likability, she chose truth. And in a world that told her to stay quiet, she screamed. Cortisa doesn't speak much about her family, but it's clear her roots run deep. Her childhood wasn't public. Her relationships are kept private. No boyfriends. No scandals. No clickbait couples. Just a woman focused on her art, her identity, and her legacy. Is she misunderstood, or is she exactly what she wanted to be? Unfiltered, unbothered, unmatched. Cortisa Star isn't just a rapper. She's not just a model, a meme, or a moment. She is a movement, and whether the world is ready or not, she's already arrived.